Local MPs Patty Hajdu and Marcus Pulowski say they'll make sure funding gets to the Thunder Bay District Social Services Board one way or another.
This comes after a dispute between the federal and provincial governments caused the agency to lose over $4 million for social housing. Jess Clement has the details.
The head of the Thunder Bay DSSAB called on local MPs Patty Hajdu and Marcus Pulowski for help last week after a dispute between the federal and provincial governments left the organization scrambling to make up a loss of over $4 million in funding.
Ask Minister Fraser to continue to provide the funding to Ontario so that we can receive our portion. So while they continue hopefully to negotiate the concerns that Canada has with Ontario's plan.
Hajdu notes in order for the funding to be delivered, Ontario has to prove the affordable housing is going to get built. She says Federal Housing Minister Sean Fraser has been working on a revised plan with the province, reflecting some of the challenges it's faced.
We do have a condition that they, by September, demonstrate how they're going to meet their full housing target. And I think this is what they're expecting of municipalities. So it's really no different than the kind of pressure provinces are putting on places like Thunder Bay.
If the dispute is not settled shortly, DSAB's renovations of existing housing units and other related programs could be in jeopardy. Hajdu adds that if an agreement can't be made, they'll look at alternative ways to make sure the money gets where it needs to go.
The CEO of DSAB, Mr. Bradica, has been very clear that this could have really deleterious effects on Indigenous peoples, on homeless peoples, on people that are vulnerable or living in poverty. I don't want to see that happen. Obviously, if we can't count on the province to share this responsibility of delivering this money, that will look to other mechanisms.
Pulowski says he's been reassured by the housing minister that one way or another, the $4 million will reach the DSAB soon. However, the federal government has not provided a timeline for when the funding will be provided due to the dispute.
It's hard to say because, I mean, it does seem like there's negotiations between the province and the feds. However, we're told, and this is in response to my inquiries from the ministry, that there is no scenario under which the federal government intends to change its decision to invest these funds in affordable housing in Ontario. So how quickly it's going to be, I'm not sure.
The board will have a meeting later this week to decide on how to handle the issue. Jessica Clement, TBT News.